Ooh, ooh. Whoa, whoa. That's how cool is that? Oh, wow. New intro. Crazy. Okay. I didn't know how else to put that in. So someone made that intro for me. I forget his name now. Oh God, I feel awful. I feel terrible. I forgot your name. I do apologize. But dude made me the intro. Let me find his name. Uh, I Icaro, Caro. I don't know how you say it, but ICAOR made that intro for me, so very cool. Also, new logo as well, which is neat. I figured why not update things a little bit. I do need to go through though and actually update like a lot of things, a lot of profile pictures and stuff. So different social media. So I need to figure that out. I need to have someone else do this shit for me because I find this stuff tedious, like editing, and making logos and social media. I'm not so cut out for this YouTube game. So I'll say. But anyway, today. Oh, let me put the Word document up. There we are. We're doing Sam and Anna. So this is a request from Mr. Walking Dead fan 001. I don't know. It could be a man. I mean, it could be a woman. Could be. Who knows? Sam and Anna. Now, they paid extra, so $10. So that's why it's been bumped up the list a little bit. So I hope you all understand. If you want yours to be bumped up the list, send me another $5, I guess. No, I'm joking. You don't have to, but you can if you want. Obviously, no more requests are coming in. This is purely just trying to get through the list, and then we're hopefully going to be finishing these little rewrites. And I do apologise that these probably won't be as long as others, because I think I'm a bit done with doing 2.5 hours. So I'm going to try my best to not have it be 2.5 hours. So let's get into it. Today we're doing Sam and Anna as protagonists, which is very cool. And I figured Daryl and Merle could be main characters. I'm going to say that these guys survive together, and I'm going to do something controversial, I think. I don't know if I'm going to... I think I'm going to get rid of Morgan, because making it work for Morgan each time... Or actually, I'm not going to get rid of Morgan. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just add Morgan to the Atlanta camp. That's what I'm going to do. So Morgan and Dwayne are just here, okay? So it does mean we've got extra characters. But now what I want to do is I want to decide who is going to replace Sam and Anna. So who are going to be the two survivors that we'll find later? Oh, okay. So Rick. I guess we could do Rick and... Well, because Rick would still be in the hospital, right? So we could do Rick. Yeah, Rick and someone else, I think. Because Rick would be in the hospital, so maybe he just never found his family. That's what we'll say. So it'll be Rick and Shane. Oh, I don't know if that like that. I guess Shane got split up then. So Shane got split up at some point from Laurie and Carl. They made it to the Atlanta camp. But then Rick and Shane reunited. So those two are surviving together. So they're going to be Sam and Anna, which is I actually kind of like. And I'm going to do something different if I remember, which I should do. I should remember. Yeah, and then we need to decide other main characters. So we normally go for 7. So I was thinking that would help me out decide, but it hasn't really. So I'm going to say Daryl and Merle saved Sam and Anna, and then eventually they found the camp. Okay, should we say that Morales is the leader of the camp? Yeah, why not? So Morales is the leader of the camp, which means that I reckon Sam and Anna probably bond with the kids. And fuck it, we'll throw in Miranda as well. So we need to get rid of the Morales family. So Miranda's gone. Eliza and Louis. So all these other guys are just background characters, including Morgan. So who gets handcuffed to the roof? Oh, that is good. That is good. I like that. Morgan is handcuffed to the roof. Wow. So Morgan's gone missing. Dwayne's still with us. Probably I'll put Rick and Shane in the missing category as well. And then we've got, obviously, our main characters, who is the Morales family, who are leading, which I think there would probably be some tension between him and Merle, because obviously Merle did say a few racial slurs to Morales when he was on the roof. So, yeah, there probably would be some tensions there. Merle's not very happy, and maybe Merle wants to rob the group, but obviously Daryl doesn't, because he's, vowed to keep Sam and Anna safe, or whatever it may be. yeah, so Sam and Anna, they were saved by the Dixon brothers, and now they're just kind of living with this camp. And of course, Morgan went a bit crazy, and they handcuffed him onto the roof. I realize that means we've got a lot of characters here, but that's okay. Do we have Guillermo? Is he going to be coming with the group? So we need to do a little coin flip. What's happened there? Oh God, what have they done to this? What have they done to the dice roll? What the hell has they done? Huh? Ugh. Should we just do one of these instead? Oh no, I don't like that. That's just not smooth. What the hell have they done to the dice? Is this just me? Ugh. Dice roller? No, it's still doing it. This is grim. This is absolutely disgusting. These are just... Oh. Is this website better? Oh. I don't know if I like this. I don't like change, guys. I don't like change, and they've changed it. How do I even decide? Do I just put 20 and it does it? Huh? What the hell? What the hell have they done? Okay, we're gonna have to... I think there's a glitch on Google's end. We'll have to use some shit like that. Anyway, let's flip a coin. Heads, yes. Tails, no. Dead. Okay. He dead. Morgan Dwayne roll. This is NA, because we've done that. We got Ed's death. Okay, let's go to Ed's death. So who is getting the Eddie boy death? Oh, so Carl, poor little Carl, is in the tent, and he gets attacked by some walkers, and yeah, they chow down on him. Yikes! I don't know why he was in the tent. Maybe he's just playing. He's had some like cars or something. Louis handed him some cars, like here's some toy cars, here's some Hot Wheels, Carl, and he was like, yeah, cool. And he's playing with them, and then he's like, what do you want, Mom? And he opens the tent, and the walker gets him. So R.I.P. Carl, he's devoured. Who's gonna get the Amy death? Ooh, Andrea. So I guess we can just do a reverse now. So instead of Andrea cradling Amy, it's Amy cradling Andrea. So that I like that. I think that works. R.I.P. Andrea. And this is Jim's death. Oh no. But I guess, unlike Andrea was able to kill Amy, Amy's unable to kill Andrea, because zombie Andrea turns and bites Amy, and then she slowly dies and is left by the tree. So R.I.P. Amy as well. Wow, both of them gone. Now, we're actually not going to do this. Now, I think some people didn't like it, or skipping the Morales thing, but I don't like it, to be honest. I just think it kind of sucks, because we have this Season 1 character come back for a second just to die, and it's just dumb, and I hate it, so I don't care. I got rid of it. Dr. Jenna. So, Dr. Jenna's been added. And now we have to do CDC Explosion. Oh, the stupid what? So, I want to do one 4-sided dice, right? So we got a 2. So that means there's 2 deaths. 2 deaths. Okay, so who are we getting? Who dying? Oh no! I don't like that. Dwayne, okay. So we are losing Dwayne in the CDC, and who else? I think this one's pretty easy, okay? Laurie is very depressed after losing her son Carl, and obviously she thinks Rick is dead, and you know, she doesn't have any clue where Shane is. And I think in this universe, if Shane got split up with Laurie very early on, they probably never had a romantic relationship anyway. And I don't even know if Laurie and Shane were... I know Shane liked Laurie a lot, but I don't think Laurie even loved Shane. I think Shane was a grieving mechanism. Like, she was essentially using him for sex, right, as a way to grieve. Like, yeah, she kisses him, and like, I guess she's friendly with him, but I don't think she like, and she bangs him. But I don't know, that's how I always saw it anyway. I never saw Laurie, because no one, you know, the way that she treats Shane so coldly, I don't know, to me doesn't seem love. It feels like you know, it's like she was using him kind of thing. Anyway, I feel like anyone, but they weren't together probably at this point, regardless. So Laurie has lost basically everyone she cares for. I think she's pretty depressed, so she stays in the CDC. Sam and Anna, they're probably like, "Yo, Laurie, come on!" Like, you can't leave. But she just stays anyway. And I think Dwayne as well is like, my dad chopped his hand off. My dad's like obviously dead, and he stays too. And so they're trying to convince Dwayne to leave, but he doesn't want to either. So in the end, both of them stay. But Dr. Jenner does go. He does leave. So he has to. I don't know if he's going to have guilt for it, because the building was going to self-explode anyway, but yeah, he's feeling a bit shitty about it, because he let them in the first place, and maybe it would have been better if he didn't let them in, you know? So that's that guilt that Dr. Jenner's dealing with. But both Laurie and Dwayne stay behind, and the group just don't do a very good job at convincing them to leave. So R.I.P. to Laurie, R.I.P. to Dwayne, R.I.P. Now, we'll do a chaos roll, I suppose. 2, 6 sides, right? So we got 16. No, 15, sorry. Can't read. 15. So it's 1, 5. A bear attacks. 3 mine attacks. Okay, I guess they're, they head to... I guess they're heading towards Fort Benning. Well, I don't know if they would be going to Fort Benning. Maybe in this universe they're actually going somewhere else. Maybe they're going to like some like park or something, some national park in Georgia. And a bear is attacked, and there's going to be 3 mana deaths. I like it. Why not? Why not have some disaster? Damn, we're losing Dale to a bear attack. So we lose Dale. They're trying to find a safe place, and the bear attacks. Kills Dale. Kills Jackie. Oh. We lose Jackie as well. And who else are we losing? Oh, Jim. No, not Jim. Everyone's favourite. Everyone loves Jim. I don't know why everyone loves Jim, but everyone loves Jim. Oh, okay, so yeah, these 3 were scouting out. They both all get attacked by the bear, and then we shoot the bear. Morales shoots the bear. Sam and Anna feeling pretty stupid about things. But yes, we open the season losing 3 fucking fan favorite amazing characters. Okay, it's a shame, but that's what happens in these rewrites. Jackie and Jim. And listen, less characters means more time for Sam and Anna to shine. So think of it like that. Who gets shot? So who are we shooting in this scenario? So will be a main character. Who will it be? Eliza? Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So Eliza is the one who's shot. We rush her to the farm. We're gonna say that Otis did it. I just again, I don't like doing the role for that anymore. But who's gonna be getting lost and will later show up in the barn? That is so ironically hilarious. So yeah, maybe Sophia runs away, and Ed like wanting to feel like he's like important and like you know he actually does something for a change, or maybe he generally has like a change of heart and he's like, fuck, that's my daughter. He runs after her to look for her. They end up finding Sophia. She's okay, but then they lose Ed. So they're like, Daryl's going around like, Ed, Ed, where are you, Ed? And they can't find Ed. Maybe they find his he finds his pack of cigarettes. T-Dog holds it up like, yo, what's this pack of cigarettes? Like with the doll. And eventually, they find Ed in the barn. They open the barn, and there he is. R.I.P. Ed. Right, we need to remove Otis, because we're just going to kill Otis anyway. And I guess when we find Otis, maybe at this point, well, I guess we'll see. We'll see. We'll decide who killed Ed late in a second. So we've got the Who Killed the Otis stand-in. So this has got to be one of our main characters. Ooh. Ooh. now I was saying that Morales has like stepped up as a leader, so I like that. So Morales and Otis, and this makes sense. Why would Morales go to look for the medicine? I mean, it's his daughter who's been shot. So he goes with Otis to go get the medicine, and then he ends up killing Otis, and leaving him to die. Oh, yeah, I like that. That is brutal, especially after he's lost like Dale, Jackie, and Jim. Like after the group's been devastated, after devastation after devastation after devastation, he's like, "Fuck this," and he like kills Otis. Like, this guy's an outsider anyway, so who cares? Okay, and then we would have the so who would then kill Zombie Ed? I feel like Carol and Sophia would probably be pretty upset, regardless of him, how abusive he was. I mean, still their father/husband. So, I feel like Daryl and Merle are holding them back. I think Merle is gone a bit soft because his brother's refuses to leave these people, and so Merle's forced to endure it. But I feel like honestly, it probably would be. I feel like Sam could be the one to do it, stepping up, proving that he is capable. So I'm going to say that Sam does it, because I feel like Sam and Anna's arc probably in the first season would be because they were rescued by Daryl and Merle, would be that they were kind of useless, right? That they were burdens on the group. And I think season 1 probably they do overcome that somewhat, but or more so showing that they have other skills, with convincing Jenna to open the doors. Maybe that's what Sam and Anna did. And that's their kind of arc in that season, is finding their place in the group. And I think maybe their arc for the second season would probably be more so proving that they can do more than just what they did in season 1. So they're not just good for talking and reasonable and being that voice of reason. They're also good, are capable of doing things that need doing. So that's what we kind of start to see with this. And then we have the Dale death. So who is voicing their concern with sparing Randall? Can't be Sam, although it would kind of make sense for what I've just put forward with the characters, but it'll have to be someone else, and I'm really hoping it's not Merle. Okay, do you know what? We'll go with it. I'm going to say that Louis, Louis is obviously, he loves his, he's I think it's right to, I think we should spare this kid, this Randall guy. And, they're Louis, you're a kid, shut up. They're, ignoring him. But I think he probably makes the point that, we have to rely on each other as other people, right? Because my sister was shot, but if it wasn't for the kindness of strangers, she'd be dead. So he kind of makes that point. No one really listens to him because he's just a kid, and he goes out to sort of talk. Maybe he sees that they're about to string up Randall to kill him, and Louis just disgusted by it, and he's kind of throwing rocks at walkers, and maybe the same walker that Eliza was previously playing with, like Carl was in the actual main timeline. Eliza was playing with that walker, and then what I think happens is that walker attacks Louis, and probably just devours him. To be honest. Probably would easily overpower him. So Paul Morales comes running out with his wife, and he finds that his son has been devoured. So to honour his son's wishes, he ends up sparing Randall, which makes sense. So then who goes out to then kill Randall, changing their mind? Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay, so Daryl... So Daryl kills Randall in the end. Okay. So Daryl's the one, he takes out Randall. He obviously, despite Louis dying, he kind of thinks, well, fuck, we're not having a dude that dangerous around us. And I think Merle probably spurred him on a little bit, because I feel like it would more be Merle who would do that. But I think Daryl did the dirty work. Oh God, what have I done? Well, maybe Merle was distracting, right? Distracting the rest of the group, or maybe Merle, was the lookout. And I'm gonna say that Sam and Anna, confront Daryl, and heads Sam's the one to kill Daryl. Tails Anna. Okay, so Anna is the one to put Daryl down. So after he kills Randall, Anna confronts Daryl. Maybe Daryl's about to kill Sam, to kind of cover up his tracks, and then Anna shoots and kills Daryl, and of course then Daryl reanimates into a walker. So there we are. Daryl taken out by Anna. We have a herd attack now, so we need to do 1 dice with 4 sides. 1 death. Okay, so we've only got 1 death in our attack of the farm. So who will it be? Who is killed in the fall of the farm? Carol. Oh, poor Carol. Distraught after the death of Ed. She is also taken out. Wow, we lost Daryl and Carol. So Carol taken out by walkers as they all try to leave. And then who gets separated and saved by Michonne? I'm actually going to roll for one of these minor characters because I don't really like it being any of these characters. That's so random. That is very random. But listen, we'll go with it. So Patricia is a new main character, I guess. And I guess we'll also elevate Maggie. Will we though? Who would Merle be hooking up? Yeah, we'll say Maggie because Merle hooked up with Maggie, okay? That's right. In this universe, Merle outrizzed Glenn. So it's Patricia. And then we also have to add Michonne to the main character wheel, which I feel like we've got probably 1 too many characters, but it's okay. And then we'll add a random character, why not? So during the time skip, our characters were, chilling, and they met Hannah. Cool. They met Hannah. She's a ranger. She promotes to the survival. What can we learn about her? There's barely anything on this page. Nothing's known about her life. She was a ranger. Nothing's known about her experience in the undead outbreak, other than that she is a decently adapted survivor. Okay, so she's doesn't have adrenaline rush. Hannah's name and occupational references that she's a hunter, trainer. Hannah, along with her persona and trait trainers, have been removed from the game. Thus, they're dead. What? Rightio. So we got Hannah anyway. So she has joined our group. Let me find Hannah. Sorry guys, give me a second. I need to actually find the bloody folder on my... Oh, what have I done? Can't find Hannah anywhere. There she is. Right here. So Hannah has been added to our group. So I guess during the time skip, our group met Hannah when she joined. So we can add all these guys up here. Patricia and Michonne are obviously their own little group as well. Right, so Hannah added. Who gets bit on the leg? We'll go with a main character, because why not? I think Herschel was Herschel main cast build? I know he wasn't for 2, but... Oh, I like it. Now, obviously, in this universe, Merle does have both hands, but now he has only 1 leg. So poor Merle, obviously, dealing with the death of Daryl. Very sad, but he probably, Sam and Anna probably explain it he got killed by the walkers. So Merle believes his brother just died of a normal way. But maybe Patricia witnessed what really happened. So, she could come back and tell Merle later on. That could add some drama. Okay, so we won't add them. What we'll do is we'll say that Thomas kills Big Tiny, as normal. And Oscar and Axel will join. And then, who kills... Oh, shit. Done him. Who kills Thomas? That's what we'll do. Can't be Merle, and it can't be Michonne, and it can't be Patricia. But it can be Anna. Ooh, I like how Anna's becoming the badass. The one who's willing to kill people. And Sam is that kind of voice of reason. I think that's kind of cool. So Anna is yeah, shit happens. Oh, she puts the machete in Thomas's head. That's crazy. Bro, see you later, Thomas. Okay. And now we got Laurie's death. So some sort of complication Did we say Anna was pregnant as well? Yeah, why not? Anna was pregnant when she did that. She put the machete in what's his name? Tomas's head whilst she was preggers. Whilst she was preggers. So this is the lorry death. Oh no. We're losing Morales, our group's leader. Okay. So I'm gonna say that Morales probably during the, he's not been coping well with the death of Louis, and things have broken down between him and Miranda, and I think during the herd attack he probably has he's been having chest pains and stuff. He has a heart attack in the boiler room, and the group are trying their best to save him, but maybe it's only Sam, and Anna's actually having her baby at that point. Anna's currently having her baby. She's lying down in the boiler room. Morales has a heart attack, and he's making too much noise. He's like, I mean, I guess to be fair, I guess Anna's probably making way more noise than Morales would be. But Sam has this he has to help Anna, so he's helping Anna, and he chooses to let Morales kind of suffer with his heart attack because he can't help both at the same time. And then when Morales stops moving, he's obviously forced to put Morales down as well. So, yeah, pretty tense scene. We lose the leader of our group, but that be how it be. A T-Dog's death. So, who gets the T-Dog death? Saves our group. Or someone in our group. Ooh, Herschel. Now, this is obvious. It's going to be Maggie and Beth. I think Maggie and Beth, they're surrounded, so Herschel probably will sacrifice himself for his daughters. That makes tons of sense. So, yeah, that's how we lose Herschel. He gets the T-Dog death. Crazy. And then who is going to kill Andrew? So, this character... Oh, no, it has to be one of these characters. Ooh, I like that. I like that. A little bit of green revenge. Beth comes in and takes out Andrew. Now, I'm going to add Judith, and this is actually going to be... We can still call her Judith, but obviously it's Sam and Anna's kid. So this Judith is Sam and Anna's kid. We'll just call her Judith because it's easier. Cool, so she is born. Do you know what? I can't resist. I have to do the little Woodbury thing. 5. Oh, Tim and Crowley. Tim and Crowley are going to join the group? Guys, that is cool. I've got a picture of Tim. A picture of Crowley. Do I have Crowley? I do. Oh, yeah, why not? So Tim and Crowley, I guess Michonne doesn't end up killing them. Because... I don't know. Somehow Michonne convinces them to join her. That's what happens, I guess. Tim and Crowley. So Tim and Crowley are convinced by Michonne to abandon Morgan. One-handed. Oh yeah, you got to imagine. Guys, think of this. Oh, and that's who gets kidnapped as well. So that's Eliza. And probably Miranda as well. We'll say Eliza and Miranda. That makes sense. So Eliza and Miranda get kidnapped. Obviously looking for the supplies for the baby. Keeping themselves distracted from the death of Morales. And they end up getting kidnapped. So that's pretty sad. Anyway, sorry. Back to this Woodbury thing. So, of course, Michonne and Patricia show up. Now, Morgan has no fucking idea who Patricia is. So, obviously, it's going to kind of go down like, oh, how's about a big hug for? I don't even know who you are, love. But Morgan is showing up with his little hand, one-handed Morgan, and I think just from Patricia explaining her journey, Morgan's gonna be like, did you ever meet a group, because probably Patricia would be like, yeah, there was this Mexican family, there was these 2 redneck brothers, there was this and that, and Morgan's like, wait, hold on a minute. What about, was there a boy? Little Dwayne, my son. And Patricia's like, oh, yeah, they talked about a boy who recently decided to end it all, along with Laurie. Yeah, he gone. So Morgan's like absolutely fucking distraught. But Morgan wants to probably find the group and, get revenge because they didn't save his son. So Morgan is in like clear mode. We will add Morgan here. Obviously, he's got one hand. I don't know. Like, well, I guess we could, but yeah. I guess we could redeem Morgan later on. But when they kidnap Miranda and Eliza, I think Morgan's like really beating the shit out of Miranda. He's like, how could you leave my boy? You know, how could you leave my boy? And poor Miranda's like distraught. And then, I don't know, maybe they threaten to kill Eliza. So Miranda gives up the location of the prison, etc., etc. And that's when Sam and Anna lead a rescue team to rescue, of course, Thingy. Of course, with Michonne, Tin, and Crowley. Because Michonne arrives, but somehow Michonne convinced him and Crowley. Maybe it's because Morgan was going like so cuckoo bananas and the governor was cool with it. So during the rescue mission, Jimmy is in fact shot and killed at Woodbury. And he doesn't make it. So hopefully the story makes sense to you so far, what we've got. It might be a little bit confusing because I rambled a bit. But basically, Michonne somehow convinced him and Crowley... whilst she was getting hunted by him, Tim, Crowley, you know, she was getting convinced by a lot of them, like God Julio as well, I guess, but he would have died. She somehow convinces Tim and Crowley that Merle's gone mad, the governor's pretty crazy too, and that, like, you know, what's the point? Like, I'll kill you if you don't, you know, I'm way better than you guys anyway. And somehow Tim and Crowley are like, fuck, yeah, they see it too. The writing's on the wall. Morgan is absolutely cuckoo bananas, as is the governor. So they decide to defect with Michonne to the prison. And you know, they're like, this place isn't so bad. We can make this work, type deal. And maybe they actually do want to rescue some of the people from Woodbury as well. But obviously, that's going to happen later on. Yeah. And so they help with the rescue mission. But during the rescue mission, Jimmy is sadly shot and killed. Very sad. That's done. Obviously, we've added Morgan. So I guess, again, Morgan is forced to... The governor's like had enough of Morgan's shit. So he like puts Morgan to fight to the death with... I don't know, actually. Who could it be? Oh, could it be Sam? Like if they... Because I guess they handcuffed Morgan, right? Would it have been Sam? I don't know who handcuffed Morgan. I kind of just glossed over that. But could it have been Sam who did it? So he like fights to the death with Sam. And so they have a little fight. And then Morgan's like, you killed my son, you killed my son. And Sam's like, please, man, I'm sorry. It was Laurie. It was Laurie's fault. She didn't allow us to take over. Like, we would have all died if we didn't leave. You got to understand. Like, I would have done anything, but we had like 40 seconds to leave, man. Blame Dr. Jenner. Maybe that's what Sam does. He like scapegoats Dr. Jenner. He's like, it was Dr. Jenner's fault. And yeah, maybe Morgan's like, fuck it, let's go. So they end up leaving the Woodbury. And then later on, of course, the governor arrives and he's going to enact his revenge and shoot and kill someone. We'll say that Hamburg is shot and killed as well during... He dies in the finale, it doesn't matter. Oh, fuck, okay. So the governor is going to take out Beth. Damn, took out Jimmy and then took out his girlfriend. So shoots and kills Beth. Poor fucking Maggie is going to be absolutely distraught. She's lost everyone. But she does have Merle by her side, okay? So Beth is shot and killed. We're not doing the hitchhiker because we're not going back to King County anyway. And then we got Merle death. So who is going to self-sacrifice and try and kill the governor, but then die in the process? Now, I think as well, Morgan probably does forgive Dr. Jenner, does forgive everyone. I think he just kind of is like... just shitty situation type deal, and he's like, if my son wanted to give up, I can't blame him for that type thing, because I guess maybe Dwayne, yeah, I'd say Dwayne probably agreed to it. So Morgan's just like, fuck it, whatever, like, well, not whatever, he's obviously like grieving, but I think he doesn't end up killing anyone or anything, or maybe he does have a fight, maybe he beats the shit out of Dr. Jenner. But anyway, we have Merle death. Who ends up self-sacrificing themselves? That can't work. We gotta re-go. Can't be Sam. Sam and Anna have their immunity, of course. Until 11. Oh, for God's sake. One more time, and then I'm just deciding myself. Okay, it's closer to Morgan. We're going with Morgan. Why not? He's already lost his son. Yeah. So, Morgan decides to try and take out the governor. Doesn't go so well. And then he's shot and killed in the chest. Shot and killed. Shot and killed by the governor. Shot in the chest, of course. So R.I.P. Morgan, he's gone. It was easier that way, guys. It was easier. It was easier. It was easier. Yeah. So that one's done. Oh, D4 finale deaths. One has to be a main character. Oh, we're losing 4 characters? Damn, okay. So, let's see. Finale is going to be brutal. Of course, we'll kill off Hamburg and Shumpert in the finale as well. So we're losing Tim, okay. That is kind of sad. I think Tim will just die during the final battle with the governor. That makes sense, of course. Maybe he's the one to take out Crowley. I mean, not Crowley. Take out Shumpert. We also lose Axel, okay. I think it's probably killed in the final battle. I think these two probably both die in the final battle. And then who else do we lose? The one last minor character that's taken out. Oh, no. No. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Sophia. Okay, so what main character are we losing? So we lost Tim, Axel. Oh, fuck. Okay. So I think after Morgan goes to take out the governor, I think Michonne tries to go finish the job, right? Because like Morgan significantly weakens the governor's military, and I think she goes to attack. But I think probably Sophia, being like pretty innocent, she wants to like stop Michonne because she's like, I don't want anyone else to die. Like my mom died, my dad died. I don't want anyone else to die. So she tries to like go and stop Michonne, and that's when Michonne gets caught by the governor's people. And I think the governor stabs Sophia multiple times. Obviously leaves her there to turn, and Michonne is unable to get out of the chair in time, and sadly is bitten, and then is forced to shoot herself in the head. Oh fuck, R.I.P. And then of course Axel and Tim then both die in the final battle against the governor, but his people, flee, and then the governor ends up mowing them all down as well. And then Milton will be joining the group. I guess Milton just kept his head down the whole time, and he ends up joining the group. Was the governor banging Patricia? I completely forgot about Patricia. Yeah, Michonne and Patricia would have showed up. I guess the governor was banging Patricia. Patricia also kept her head down. She tried to mediate things, perhaps. Then she found out that they killed Beth, and I think she probably just left. I think she probably left and joined the prison at that point after learning that Beth was shot and killed. I think she was like, "Oh shit, I'm leaving. Not after Bethy." Yeah, so that's probably what happens with Patricia. So the governor loses her pretty quick on. Okay, very cool. I don't know what Patricia was doing that whole time. I didn't really talk that much about it, but that's how it does. That's how it goes sometimes. So who do I think probably deserves to be a new main character now? So we actually have some interesting. I mean, we still have Glenn. Glenn is still about, but obviously he's not with Maggie. Merle is with Maggie. Okay, Merle's been bagging Maggie. Yeah. So Glenn. Glenn and T-Dog, I mean, they have been around for a while, so I feel like I probably should. But then I like Jen. I do like Dr. Jenner as well. Like, yeah, I'm sorry, T-Dog. You're remaining a background character. I prefer Dr. Jenner if he's a way more interesting character. And having him and Milton together is an absolute dream team. This is such a random group of characters, isn't it? Jeez. Okay, shall we do Chaos Roll? Or should we just skip Chaos Roll? Yeah, we'll skip Chaos Roll. I don't think I want another Chaos Roll at the moment. I'm not having another. We're not having another Road to Survival. No, thank you. Give us something different. Not Hideout. What the hell's that? Walking Dead. I actually own these. I actually own these guys. I own the Walking Dead bandages. I do actually own these. Who is this? Thomas Dunn, Walking Dead. Thomas Dunn books. Huh? I mean the full Governor books. Why is there Thomas Dunn books? Gad! Sorry, that was very loud. He's a soldier for the Delta. Gad is shot in the head with an arrow by Clementine. Oh, well. We'll have to add Gad, won't we? Gad joined the... he's joined the prison. Here he is. Get on in the group, guys. Thank you, Gad. So Gad has joined our group. So we'll add these guys as well. Cool. Done. Zach's death. We're just going to roll through these, okay? Oh, it's okay, because he's the main character now. Isn't he? Forgot to actually remove. Well, that's good. And Glenn is too. Good thing I upgraded them. Okay, we'll roll through these, I swear. Okay, so we're losing Tyrese. Damn. So Tyrese is dying. He's getting Zach's death. So Sasha's going to be very upset about that. I did too many E's there. Patrick's death is going to Gad. Okay. And then Karen's death is going to... Oh, we're not losing Hannah as well. Damn, Hannah. Okay. So Tyrese, Gad, and Hannah. So Tyrese gets the Zach death. Of course. Crushed by the helicopter. Then Gad gets sick, coughs his guts, and dies. And gets the Patrick death. And then Hannah gets ill and sick. And somebody puts Hannah down, kills Hannah. And who was it? Maggie. Okay. So Maggie killed Hannah after she got sick. So I think Sam exiles Hannah. Obviously exiles Maggie. He's going to tell Merle later on that he had to do that. And that's when they find Rick and Shane. Now, heads Rick, tails Shane. Okay, so Shane... Where is he? Shane, they end up saying to Sam, it's like, guys, you can come back with us, okay? You can come back and live at the prison with us. We have a prison, okay? So he tells Rick and Shane this after finding them, after obviously exiling Maggie. So it's Sam and Maggie find Rick and Shane, but Shane sadly doesn't make it, as they find that he has been munched on by some walkers, and Rick never arrives back because Rick is unfortunately been taken and kidnapped by the termites. So yeah, very fun. Poor Shane, R.I.P. We won't do the Martinez role. I don't care. Martinez is just killed by the governor. Herschel's death. So who gets their head chopped off by the big bad governor? Oh, Glenn. Brutal. Why Glenn? I'm not sure, but I mean, he's been there since the first episode, so it's pretty big. So R.I.P. Glenn has his head chopped off by, Sam and... I guess Anna probably maybe in this scenario. Anna'd be like, no, shooting it, buddy, the governor, bang, bang, boom, boom. Who kills the governor? Wait, oh no, we need to do the coin flip. For Lily and Tara. Heads, Lily. Lily! I prefer Lily, personally. I just think it's more interesting. Is it 2 L's? I always forget. Lily... So that means Tara... I'm just going to say Tara's killed in the battle. So Tara just dies in the battle. And who kills the governor? We'll skip this, because Lily's alive. Fucking random. Very random. Dr. Jenner kills the gov. Very random. So I guess he's strangling Sam. Like he's punched. No, I reckon Sam and Anna both like tag team the governor, and he like beats up both of them. And he's got like one hand around Anna's throat, one hand around Sam's throat. He's just choking them both out at the same time. And then Dr. Jenner comes in with like, I don't know, some fucking amp fluid from bloody Daryl Dixon season 1. He like amps up the governor. He becomes like an amped up walker, smashing things, and then his head just blows up or some shit. That's what we'll go with. Because obviously Jenner this whole time has been like trying to do a cure. He's obviously been there with Milton as well. And then who gets kidnapped whilst on the road? This will be a minor character who then gets to become a major character. Do you know what? No offense to Karen. I just feel like everything I've been saying about Milton and Jenna like working on this cure, I just think that, and it was so close to Milton anyway. I'm going to go with Milton. I'm going to say that Milton is the one who's kidnapped by the hospital people. And then we got to add cure team, which obviously this makes sense now because Jenna is going to find the cure team. He's going to be like, he's like going to just completely disprove everything Eugene thinks. So I don't think the group ever splits up because I think Dr. Jenna just calls out Eugene for being a liar pretty damn quickly. So that sort of plot line probably won't play out the same. This is a really cool rewrite actually, thinking about it. And now we got Mika's death. So who gets stabbed and killed by Lizzie? And then who does the Lily execution? Ooh, Patrick. I think that could work because obviously Patrick was kind of like I always felt like Patrick had a crush on Mika. I don't know if that was what was happening. Well, I kind of got that vibe. So maybe Patrick survived along with, he left with Lizzie and Mika, and then when Patrick was alone, Lizzie like ends up stabbing and killing him, to prove to Mika that he'll come back as a good thing. And then Maggie is the one to take out Lizzie. I like that actually. So yeah, Maggie kills Lizzie. Wow. So we lose Patrick. I need to actually update this. So you're Hitchhiker, you're dead. You died ages ago. You just died off screen. So we'll add Patrick is dead. And now Lizzie is dead as well. And then we've got to add the governor, you're dead too. Karen, Zach, Bob Stuckey, Mika, Abraham, Rosita, and Eugene. They can join. Right, so who kills Joe? Oh, please. Sam? Ah! I'm going to say it was Sam. I don't care. Sam, I think Joe was attacking Anna. Pretty simple. And I think because this whole time Anna's been like the tough one, and Sam's like, he has done some difficult things, but he's not been to the same extent, like the same feral animal like Anna has been. So I think seeing Anna like almost being, abused by the claimers, I think that brings the animal out of Sam, and he like rips out Joe's throat. That's what we'll go with. It says random character. I'm feeling like obviously all the characters then go to Terminus and they all get caught. Apart from Maggie and Mika. I think Maggie and Mika could make like an interesting kind of team there. So yeah, Maggie and Mika are the two ones that end up saving them. Well, Maggie mainly, but obviously Mika has Martin. Add a random character. Let's do Chaos Roll, why not? So we'll do 2, 6. Ooh, 11. The group must fight a swarm. Okay, one major death. Right, I guess, so yeah, during the escape in Terminus, although they do, blow up Terminus, there is, that herd of walkers. Yeah, so I guess there is a character who sadly doesn't make it whilst they try and escape from the herd that attacks Terminus. Oh. But I don't know if I like that. It feels cruel. But do you know what? We'll go with it. Eliza. Yeah, because you got to think Sam and Anna, of course, have their baby. I don't really talk about their baby much, but maybe the baby was also saved by Mika. So maybe they think the baby's dead. Maybe, but yeah, maybe both Sam and Andrew actually think their baby's dead. And seeing Eliza die too, who kind of was like a surrogate daughter, does truly break them. That's when they're like, we need to go back and we need to kill everyone there. You know, probably Miranda agrees because she just lost her daughter. But then Maggie reveals herself and is like, yo, Judith is alive, as is Mika. And it's like, oh, wow, baby. But poor Miranda's absolutely fucking distraught. Damn, I feel sorry for her. We still got Crowley. He's still around. This is such a weird group. But yeah, we've added Gabriel. That's done. Now we've got Bob. Stucky's death. Who gets the Bob death? So who gets tainted meated? You're eating tainted meat. Who's going to be eating that tainted meat? Oscar. Okay. So Oscar, he's been around this long. He's the guy who gets bitten whilst on a supply run. And then eventually he's kidnapped by the cannibals. He has his leg eaten off, but then he tells them, you eating tainted meat. Which I honestly think Oscar could do. Like, that guy, I love Oscar. He's got, that guy's got balls. So, fuck it. Yeah, I like that a lot. I think that's a good alternative for the Bob Stuckey. Now, I must say, we probably should have a main character, and I think it's probably time for T-Dog. I feel like T-Dog's probably been around for long enough now that he can be a main character. Why not? But I also think Abraham probably should be too. That doesn't mean we've got 10. But we'll go with it. We'll run with it. I just think Abraham normally is for Season 5 anyway, so... Who kills Gareth? And this is when we'll add 2 Sams, and we'll add 2 Annas, okay? So we've got bigger. I don't like to do it too early because I like a bit of variety there. Oh, it's actually Abraham. Maybe he's the guy who ends up killing Gareth, and I guess Sam and Anna take out some other people. Maybe this is part of like Sam and Anna's arc. Maybe they do relinquish leadership a little bit to Abraham. Because Abraham's, been fighting for this cure for so long. Sam and Anna don't really know too much about it. Obviously, they're cool with Jenna doing what he wants to do, along with Milton. But I think maybe after Abraham learns that Eugene was lying, however, there is a fucking real CDC scientist here who's verifiably real. I think that's what kind of realigns Abraham. He's like, okay, well, Eugene was bullshitting me, sure, but this guy's the real shit. So I think, yeah, Abraham probably does take over leadership a little bit at this point. I could see that happening. Yeah, and this also makes sense as to why he would want to go rescue Milton from the hospital if someone were to find her. We could say that T-Dog. Yeah, we'll say like T-Dog and Patricia see the car with the X, and they're like, shit, they've got Milton, our cure guy, our other scientist, and they go after them to go retrieve Milton. We could say that happens. And then, of course, T-Dog comes back because Patricia was taken. And so he comes back with Noah. And then we, of course, have to try and rescue Milton. But who will be dying? Who will be dying as a result of the Milton rescue mission? It can't be Sam. So we'll have to re-roll that. Oh, no! Oh, losing Milton, man. Damn. So Milton, he stands up to, because he has always been pretty wimpy. I think this is where he stands up to Dawn, and he's like, people like you will fucking fuck the world up. And he stabs Dawn, and then Dawn shoots Milton in the head. And then, it would be so cool if Dr. Jenna was the one to take. It would be so cool if Dr. Do you know? I'm not even gonna spin. I'm not even gonna spin for it. I'm not even gonna spin. I'm gonna say I don't care. Dr. Jenna is the one who goes, grabs the gun and shoots Dawn in the head. That is beautiful. That is honestly a beautiful story. So we ring Noah with us. What the hell? I mean, that's so good. And then we have the Tyrese death. So who, as we're trying to get Noah back to his home, who unfortunately is taken out by a little thingy's brother. Can't be Sam. And I don't... It's not really close to anyone else. No. Oh, no, no. T-Dog, no. Oh, so we lose T-Dog. He's bitten on the arm. We try and chop it off, but unfortunately, T-Dog doesn't make it. R.I.P. R.I.P. T-Dog. Wow. We lost him. We lost him just before Alexandria. But that does mean that Merle has officially made it to Alexandria. He was the only Atlanta... Someone pointed out he was the only Atlanta original character who hadn't made it to Alexandria. But that has ended because he has. Now, we've got such a weird... You got to think of it, like the characters walking on the road. I don't think we've ever had... Did I actually ever add Lily? Oh, I may have not added Lily. Silly me. That's okay, though. It's not a big deal. This is like probably the weirdest group of characters to be walking on the road I think I've ever experienced. Wait a minute. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Because I had to refresh. I lost Sam and Anna. Because I had to refresh before, didn't I? Hang on a minute, guys. I'm like, wait a minute, where's Sam and Anna? I lost them because I had to refresh before because I hit something, didn't I? Silly me. So we got Sam, we got Anna. I don't know if we're missing anyone else because we only added Hannah, right? We added Hannah and Gad, and they're both dead anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Right? I think there's no one else that we're missing. Oh, Crowley. Oh no, because he's there. Yeah, so we've got Sam and Anna. So you got to think of the characters on the road. We've got Sam. Oh yeah, and obviously at the start of season 5, Rick had his throat slit. I forgot to mention that. R.I.P. Rick. So you got to think of the characters on the road. We've got Sam and Anna, obviously with their little baby Judith that Anna gave birth to. We've got Miranda, who's just distraught. Merle and Maggie, who are the cutest couple ever. Okay. Nice southern white couple. I'm sorry, that's awful. Bad joke. Patricia, who's just lost T-Dog. I think her and T-Dog were pretty close. So, she's like distraught. Crowley, who's just kind of there. Sasha, who's distraught. But she does have Bob. I mean, she lost Tyrese, but that was a while ago now. You've got Jenna, the Cure guy, who's obviously being protected now by Abraham's just like helicoptering around Jenna. And poor Eugene's like, oh, that used to be me. You got Lily, Karen and Lily, Zach's still alive. Mika is still alive. And then, of course, you got Rosita, Eugene, Gabriel, and Noah. I think that's more characters than the original, but that's okay. Now we get to add all the Alexandrians. Ooh, very cool. And this is going to be Aiden's death. Oh, Spencer instead. So we're just swapping the brothers around. Okay. So Spencer is going to be getting the Aiden death as we arrive to Alexandria. Of course, we all get the meetings from Deanna. We all go on supply run, and sadly Spencer doesn't make it. And then on top of that, we then have the Noah death. So which one of our group is going to die in the elevators? In the escalators. Not escalators, revolving doors. Shit, I can't get anything wrong. It's Zach! Not Zach. Guys. Bro. Zach is just such a cool character. You know what? He's like one of my favourite minor characters. They actually make you care for the guy. And his death has meaning. So, yeah, it's very sad to lose poor little Zach. And then we've got Reg's death. Who's going to be getting slit by Pete? Oh my god. Pete is slitting his own son's throat. So I guess Sam is like, Dad, stop. And he ends up, get away from me, you little shit. And he tries to push him out the way, but then hits, slashes his neck with the sword, shocking everybody. And then who is going to kill Pete? Merle. Okay. That makes sense. Maybe Merle is banging Jet. Ooh, maybe Merle has left Maggie now. And maybe he's like, ooh, I want a piece of that. Yeah, maybe Merle is just having a straight-on affair. Why not? Yeah, so Merle kills Pete. Where's Pete? There he is. You're dead, Pete. You're dead. You're dead, bro. Okay, so I don't know. I think we'll just ignore Chaos Roll. I don't know if I care for adding a new character, but I guess we could just say that there's a new character in Alexandria. Eastman is just dead. Whatever. And we have got to add Heath and Denise, I think. Yeah. Denise and Heath. But what we'll do is we'll add them to this. Denise, Heath, and then we can just copy those over to this one. Okay. Yeah, we'll just add another character. I'm not really too interested in the Chaos Roll anymore. I've kind of lost a bit of interest. Charlie Baines. I don't really want to add like novel characters. I want to add someone who's got a picture. Oh, we can call her Bianca. Bianca? We'll call her Bianca. Obviously, she's just La Colonia Resident 4. But the actress is called Bianca, and I can pronounce that without much fault. So we're going to say that. Bianca. I don't feel like I'm being offensive then. So we got Bianca. She, I guess, is also a member of Alexandria. It's just quite simple. Simple as that. Simple as that. We'll keep it simple. So who gets the Nicholas death? Who shoots themselves in the head, and you know, a particular character is under a dumpster. Also, I probably should up some main characters here. Dr. Jenna. Oh no, yeah, Dr. Jenna goes down the that actually could be pretty intense. I said Abraham would be main character. I feel like, do you know what, guys? I feel like I'm gonna have to give Crowley. It has to go to Crowley. Mika. Oh, guys. So Mika ends up shooting herself in the head. She goes on the mission, trying to be brave and all that to prove herself. I think that could work, you know. And then obviously doesn't go down so well. She shoots herself, and Dr. Jenna is put under the dumpster. That actually could work. Yeah, we'll go with it. Okay, who gets the Deanna death? Karen. Oh no, we're losing our group. So Karen, she gets like bitten on the side. She realizes she's been bitten. She's left in the house when everyone else uses the guts trick to leave. And unfortunately, she ends up shooting the walkers. She screams at them, seemingly is devoured, but then her walker shows up a couple episodes later and is completely fine. That was so dumb, by the way. Why do they bring Deanna back as a walker? Anyway, moving on, we have Sam's death. Now, Sam's already got his throat slit, and poor Jesse's probably, is getting dicked down by Merle for her to deal with her grief. Bianca, we lose Bianca. Okay, so Bianca panics. We're not losing Judith because I'm giving full immunity to their child, at least until season 11. We lose Noah. Okay, so ooh, I don't know how I'm gonna make this work. I've got to find a way to make this work. And then who's our Ron? And then who's getting shot in the eye? Oh, well, Nicholas could work for our Ron, actually. I like that. So, yeah, what I'll say is, this is what happens. So, whilst we're doing the guts trick, Bianca, of course, panics. And she's devoured by walkers. Now, I think Noah was being pretty noble, and I think this whole time he's been arguing with Sam and Anna because he's like, these people are just like me, etc., etc. We just, they deserve. We need to give them a chance. We need to teach them how to survive, like you've been teaching me how to survive. And Noah, unfortunately, tries to save Bianca, and he's devoured too. And then Nicholas, seeing this, maybe Nicholas and Bianca are a couple. Why not? We'll say that Nicholas and Bianca, they were a thing. Nicholas, seeing that, obviously points his gun, and then Miranda gets in front of the bullet, and she's the one who loses an eye. So one-eyed Miranda, very very unique. Okay, We got one-legged Merle who's hopping about. I guess he's got a prosthetic leg at this point. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, like Merle's just been hopping about this whole time. Yeah. So Miranda is shot in the eye. Of course, Sam and Anna make sure to save her. Who kills Owen? We're not reforming Owen. CBO. I can do what I want. This video is over the hour mark now, which is a bit concerning because I want it to be by season 7 by this point. Sam kills Owen, and then we can add Jesus and Carson. Denise's death. So who is shot with an arrow by Dwayne in the eye? Sam kills Owen. He just kills that damn wolf. Denise's death, let's see. Heath! Oh, God. So Heath shot in the back of the head with the crossbow. Maybe giving a little speech to some of our OG group members. We got such a random selection of group members, so... But he's giving his speech and then he falls down, he's dead. Which 2 characters go to the kingdom? See, I think in this scenario... I might say that Eugene and Gabriel, just because both are going to be like heavily rejected by the group anyway. So I feel like Gabriel, Eugene goes to leave and Gabriel like tries to like bring him back. Like, Eugene, you were the only person who came to my church, and Eugene like, I only went for the companionship, not the spirituality, you know. And he's giving him like the speech like. And I think that sets up for Eugene and Gabriel becoming main characters in the next season. Although I'm just going to remove them for now. As well, because of course we got the Abraham death. Oh, so Negan decides to kill one-eyed, badass-looking Miranda Morales, bashes her head in repeatedly, and poor Miranda is no more. R.I.P. Miranda. Oh my god. What a fucking arc. Miranda always has like the craziest arcs. I mean, in this one, she lost all of her family members. She lost a family member a season, basically. Yeah. Well, at the start of 5. And then she goes out. It goes out like that. That's brutal. And then finally, we got the Glenn death. Who is getting Glenned? No! 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 Oh. Fuck. Well, guys, I think it's probably time. Merle taken out by the governor. The governor. Fucking Merle taken out by Negan. He survived a hell of a long time, longer than he ever has. So I think that's a good place for him to go. Now, both being season 1 characters is pretty crazy, especially considering there are no more. So we literally lost all the Atlanta camp now, other than Sam and Anna. So that is pretty mad to think about. But that's just how the RNG goes sometimes. Okay, I think we can do a chaos roll now. We can see. Ooh, 6. That's 2 of those. 61. 60. Oh, what would be 61? This season, any villain who reformed instead stay bad, and any villains who stay bad instead reform. Ooh, this is for season 7 though. Okay, do you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say that this applies to... Because Season 7 and Season 8 are basically the fucking same season. So, all villains that reform die. All villains that are evil reform. So, what we'll do is we'll apply it to both seasons. So, it'll only apply to characters who are on the board, obviously. So, who gets kidnapped and tortured? I think we're going to go with... I think it has to be Sam. And obviously Anna, which probably goes back to Alexandria. And in terms of the people who lead the Hilltop, I think it's got to be Maggie, who's probably pregnant with Merle's child right now. And I I think Sasha, you know, I think, yeah, we'll just keep it the same. Who goes to Oceanside? I think we'll make that Lily. And then who's going to be the character she takes with her? We can decide. I think this technically makes Lily a main character. But I'm not going to put her on the board yet. Okay, she's not taking the baby with her, let's be honest. It's close enough to Aaron, so we'll go with Aaron. Where's Aaron? So unfortunately for Aaron, that does mean that Aaron is going to die off screen. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to give Aaron the rough end of the stick there, but and Aaron dies off. Well, not dies, but he dies in the mission, basically. So he has like a big dramatic death. Maybe he sacrifices himself for Lily, and he's taken out by walkers. Anyway, so now we have a snaky snake trying to convince Negan that he is in fact, or he or she is a better leader than, I guess, Anna. Oh no, because I forgot to add Gabriel and Eugene here, didn't I? I said they would be main characters now. So we need to remove those two. So who is the actual Spencer? So I said they meet the King Ezekiel. Jesus, Jesus is like, Negan, the Hilltop wasn't involved. It was these bloody Alexandrians. They tried to convince us to attack you, etc., etc. Yeah, Jesus trying to like mitigate the Hilltop's involvement. Like maybe Negan figures that out, and so he ends up killing Jesus. I like that. I think that kind of works. Yeah, because Jesus probably might be looking out more for the Hilltop than Alexandria. So yeah, maybe he is a bit of a snaky snake, and that makes shit at the Hilltop harder now to deal with. And then the Olivia death goes to Reg. A rat kills somebody. And a rat shoots Reg in the fucking face. Damn. Poor Deanna, who I guess isn't really the leader. I guess she's kind of co-leading with Sam and Anna. Well, not Sam at the moment. Probably more with Anna, because Sam's being tortured right now. Look, you can see he's been bounded. Yeah, and Anna just witnesses her husband get shot and killed. I mean, that's going to make Anna be like, fuck this. We need to fight back. Now, this does mean that Fat Joey reforms, because technically speaking, we don't really know, because Fat Joey just kind of surrenders. But I'm going to say with the rule that Fat Joey reforms and joins our group, okay? With the new rule that's in place. Who gets kidnapped? We will go with Eugene. No, wait, we can't. We'll go with Rosita. Why not? Rosita. That makes sense. So she's taken for creating the bullet, because I feel like Rosita could possibly do that with everything she's learned from Eugene, especially. And then we land the those guys, the Kingdom guys. That's done. We'll add the Oceanside gals as well. That's done. And we have the Sasha death. So who gets Sasha's death? So who infiltrates the sanctuary, tries to take out Negan, is sadly unsuccessful, and then takes the little pill. Oh, it's Eugene. Okay, so maybe he goes like, yeah, because he probably goes to. Okay, I think this makes sense. So feeling brave, Eugene probably goes there to be like, listen. Yes, Rosita made the bullet, but she didn't teach. You know, she wasn't. I'm the one who taught her that. So he goes to like to get Rosita, and maybe he's successful. He gets Rosita out, and then Eugene like uses some sort of bomb. He tries to like blow up the sanctuary, etc. And then he's kidnapped, and then he takes a little suicide pill, which he probably made as well himself, and he takes himself out. Yeah, to take out as many as he can in the process. And so R.I.P. Eugene. He is no more. And probably Abraham probably feels like pretty like proud of Eugene in that moment. He's like, oh fuck, you know, he took himself out. That was pretty badass. Let's do a chaos roll, why not? 32. I don't like that. Give me another one. 12. 1, 2. Turns out the most recent. I don't like that one either. I'm just going to hit it loads of times. 66. What's 66? A commander character dies. Yeah, we could do that. Fuck it. I don't really like any of the chaos rolls at the moment. Commander dies. Fuck it. So, yeah, during the storming of the sanctuary, we'll say that one of these characters is sadly shot and killed. Damn, Jesse. Oh, poor Merle. He's going to be pretty distraught about that. Damn. So we lost Jesse at the start of Season 8. Crazy. Anyway, let's add Dwight. I think at this point as well, we'll make Zeke main character. It's done. Ignore. Eric's death. So who is getting the Eric death? Shot. Poor Eric's like pretty sad because he finds out that Aaron died. Oh shit! It's going to Dwight. Okay. So I guess Dwight, in helping the community, somehow Jesse gets shot because Dwight's intel was bad. The group gets surrounded. It's like they're fucked now. But then Dwight comes to the rescue, but he's shot whilst rescuing the group, and then unfortunately Dwight dies very early on into Season 8. Now we've got Shiva's death. So who is gonna die protecting Ezekiel, or insert their leader here? Cindy. Okay. So yeah, I guess maybe the Saviors find... Yeah, we could say the Saviors find out about the Oceanside gals. They go to invade, and Cindy like protects her grandmother by you know, like shielding her grandmother from bullets, so she takes the bullets. But then later on, when some of the group members go to help the Oceanside, this minor character accidentally then shoots Grandma. This character accidentally attacks Grandma. Shiva mistakes Grandma for a savior or one of the enemies and kills her. Which, you know what, would explain the time. Like, if that happened, I actually think I would respect that. Because, like, I do find it really ridiculous that Shiva somehow knows which characters to kill and which characters not to kill. Like, in Season 7, the finale. Now, you don't even have to think of it like, well... Like, think of it from Rick's point of view. This tiger showed up that previously has only been in a chain. And now is wreaking havoc on everyone. I would be fucking shitting myself. I think I'd probably shoot the tiger, just to be safe. Just me, okay, just me. But that tiger is not trained, okay? And the first person the tiger attacks in the Season 7 finale isn't even a savior, it's a fucking scavenger. Anyway, well, that's Sadiq. Scavengers, obviously, Ezekiel's never met before. Anyway, Carl's death. So who gets bitten and then gives words of wisdom to Sam and Anna to spare Negan? Now, spoiler alert, they're not going to be sparing Negan. Anna. No, that can't work. Also, with Grandma, I feel like... I guess I did say all the characters were reformed, but Grandma was kind of an accident anyway, so I'm not going to consider her a reformed character, like one we're going to reform. If that makes sense. Oh no, it's Ezekiel. So Ezekiel's getting the Carl death. So he's bitten, and he gives the word of wisdoms to Sam and Anna. He's like, Sam, Anna, doff thou, when thou met you, thou thought thou was or dapper, save Negan, rip. And he goes, look after Shiva as well. So Gavin will reform. That's pretty instant. So we've convinced Fat Joey. We've now convinced Gavin to join our cause. Where is Doff Dow Gavin? Doff Dow Gavin has joined. Yeah. Where's Natalia at? Did I remove her? I put it there. Yeah. It's okay. Add Alden. Now we have an Aiden and an Alden. So this is going to be fun. Done. Carson's death. So whilst rescuing Dr. Carson, someone's going to die. Now, obviously, in the real timeline, it's Dr. Carson who dies, but it could be someone else. Oh, no. We lose Fat Joey. So Fat Joey helps to try and rescue Dr. Carson, but unfortunately, he is shot and killed, thus reforming. So it counts still. He reformed, but he's shot and killed whilst rescuing Dr. Carson. R.I.P. Joey. Tobin's death. So who is stabbed with the tainted weapon? Who is stabbed with the tainted weapon? And then slowly dies. No. Oh, Bob. killed with the, well, not really killed by tainted meat, but, you know, the whole tainted meat thing, I feel like so sorry for Bob. I kind of reduced him to a background character, even though he's been there since season 4. Oh well, sorry Bob. So yeah, Bob's stabbed and he slowly dies. Poor Sasha's probably going to be pretty distraught. Now Jared is no one, because we said that all characters are going to get reformed this time, so all the characters on the board at least. So Jared actually surrenders and, you know, vows to help the group take out the rest of the saviors. So we're beating the saviors in a bit of a unique way this time. Now this does mean that Laura is going to stay evil. So we'll say who's going to take out Laura. Anna. Okay, so Anna is going to kill Laura. Anna kills Laura. So Anna is going to be taking out Laura, so R.I.P. Laura. DJ is also going to have to be killed. We'll give that to a minor character. Lily, okay. Lily kills DJ. Now, I think Lily probably deserves to be upgraded. I mean, we gave her the Oceanside stuff, so yeah. So Lily kills DJ, and then Frankie. Who kills Frankie? Again, we'll give it to a minor character. Sadiq. He doesn't even mean to. He's just like there treating someone who's been shot, and he's like, fuck. Accidentally shoots Frankie. So we lose her, we lose Frankie, Laura, and DJ. I guess also a rat, right? Because a rat technically reforms at this point. So who kills a rat? Yeah, we'll do a major character. So someone's going to kill a rat. Now, obviously... Oh, it would be better if it came from, like, Deanna. Yeah, Maggie. Yeah, Maggie does it on behalf for Deanna. Because obviously she killed Reg, so... Yeah, so we kill a rat as well. She's dead too. And, Sherry, I guess, technically had already reformed at that point. So, I think we'll add Sherry to the list. But it also means we're adding Simon. Now, Simon will have to now be the replacement for Negan, I think. So he's imprisoned. And instead, Negan is killed by insert person here. I did add Sherry, didn't I? Yeah, Sherry, yeah. What? Wow, okay. Dr. Jenner kills Negan. When did this happen? Beats him in a fight. Again, maybe stabs him. He killed the governor, didn't he? Wait. Didn't he kill the governor? He comes in clutch again. It's full circle moment. He stabs Negan and his head explodes again with the super serum. We're just going full circle, guys. Yeah, so R.I.P. Negan, you're gone. You're gone, bozo. But they do overpower Simon, and they end up arresting him instead and putting him in the little prison cell. That's it. And bad Simon, naughty Simon. Right. Oh yeah, extra finale death though, to account for the Morgan exit. So who is going to die during the battle, during the fight with Negan? No. Oh, you're joking me. Well, it can't happen because he kills Negan, so... I'm vetoing it. I vetoed it. I don't care. Can't happen. So I've already decided he kills Negan. Nah. Can't be Anna. Gabriel? Yeah, okay. I think that's okay. I'm okay with Gabriel getting taken out. He just leads like a big army, and he proves like I was useful. Maybe as he's dying, he's like to Sam. Maybe it's like to Abraham, like we were useful, me and Eugene. In the end, we were useful, and Abraham's like, Yeah, I guess you guys were. Thanks for that. Then puts him down. Anyway, we'll add a random character who joins our group. It's been a while since we added a character. The daycare center. It's where Maggie Green and Daryl Dixon go. Yeah, we won't be taking the daycare center. The actor who dubs Willie in the German version. Alright, I guess we'll add Willie. Everyone's favourite chronic masturbator. Cool. Willie. So, Willie's added. Now, Simon would have been main character. Obviously, we gotta take away 2. We need way more characters then. Now, who would take over? I'm just thinking. We've got to. Someone's gonna take over. Kingdom. I feel like Jerry. I feel like it has to be Jerry. So we'll add Jerry as a main character, which means I need to remove him from this list. Jerry. And by this point, Judith will not quite... Well, I guess she'll become a main character in Season 10, because she'll get aged up after the bridge explosion. Now, who else do we have? See, I feel like Ron and Enid probably would have stepped up as well, because, you know, Merle had that little thing with Jesse. Ron probably did look up to Merle to some degree. Because Merle would have identified the abuse, right? You gotta think. He would have known, because he was abused. So, yeah, maybe Ron actually did look up to Merle. So, I feel like Merle and Enid probably are a couple still. They probably never broke up like they do in the main. So, they're a couple. They've been doing stuff as well. I don't think there's anyone else that's that pressing to upgrade. I mean, Sasha maybe, Rosita maybe, but I feel like we need some more kids. So I'm gonna go with them. Is Sasha main character? I haven't actually upgraded. I probably should have upgraded Sasha. I could say her too, but yeah, why not? Why not? We'll upgrade Sasha as well. And Rosita will be the next contender. But we've got a lot of main characters there. Okay, so who hangs Gregory? I think we'll go with probably Maggie. I think we'll stick with Maggie with this one, because it just feels like it would make sense for Maggie's current arc, you know, after losing Merle, after losing all of her family one by one. I can't see that. I can't see her not being the one. Of course, I said that she went to Hilltop with Sasha anyway. So, who loses an arm? So, which character sadly loses an arm? Oh, Deanna is a good contender for being a main character as well, actually. Sam. Oh, shit. I like it. Okay, so, poor Sam loses an arm. Anna's like fucking distraught. Like, no, Sam. And of course, it's all Jed's fault. Isn't it? So, yeah. Do you know what's gonna happen? I think Anna's just gonna straight up kill. I'd see Anna just straight up kills Jed. Okay, we're not having Jed come back later on. I think in this moment, after Sam loses his arm, I think Anna just straight up kills Jed, and that's what causes the Saviors to absolutely lose their shit. You know, feeling like, because one of the leaders has just executed someone, maybe for a mistake, purpose or otherwise, doesn't really matter, but a mistake nonetheless, right? Or you don't know. It could just be a simple mistake, and she's taken justice into her own hand. And I think that's what causes whichever character has the bridge explosion. Let's see who it is. Can't be Sam. Patricia. Oh. Now, Patricia, I haven't really done much with her. I don't know what she's been doing. I guess she's been... she's meant to be a main character. Listen, I don't know what Patricia's been doing. I haven't really kept track of Patricia. But she's been there the whole time, keeping the group together, giving good advice, maybe, you know, taking out saviors, etc., etc. She is the Carol, I guess. She has been the Carol. Yeah, why not? Yeah, so she's the one who takes out the bridge. She blows up on the bridge, and she actually dies, unfortunately. And then who fucks around? I mean, this could just be Jadis, because we don't even have Jadis in the thing anymore, because I don't like Jadis that much. Which main character goes off for a bit? We don't need to have this. We don't need to have that. Who kills Jocelyn during the skip? We've got too many main characters now. I do apologise. Anna. Okay. Yeah, makes sense if they steal little Judith. I see Mama Bear Anna coming out and taking her out. Now we get to add all of these Season 9 characters. Boop. And probably, maybe Willie as well. Maybe they took Willie as well. This is obviously, we've done that. Jesus' death. So who is taken out by the Whisperers to introduce themselves? Oh, guys, Jerry, King of the Kingdom, taken out by the Whisperers. Where are you, Jezza? Damn, that is brutal. We lose Jerry like that. And then we can add Lydia, and also Ozzy and Alec. Yes. Oh god, things. Right, roll 2d20s for how many pike victims there are going to be. So we're going to roll two dice, 20 sides. Okay, you always take the highest number, so we've got 20. 20 pike victims. Oh god. So we'll go with 3 mains, I think. And the rest will be minors. So let's go for the minors first. So who we got first? Gage is the first one. So imagine the Bear McCreary music. Do do do. Do 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 do. So first one is Gage. Beatrice. Okay. Beatrice is another. Ozzy. I mean that one's standard. Standard classic pike death. We lose Ozzy as well. R.I.P. Ozzy. Ooh, RJ. Now I think RJ would be. I never really figured out whose kid RJ would be. I've got this terrible idea to say that RJ is actually Merle and Maggie's kid, and that Maggie was actually the whole time having an affair with him. No, I'm sorry. She was banging some black guy. She was banging T-Dog. No, because T-Dog died ages ago. Nah, we'll just say that RJ's some rando's kid, okay? It's just no one in particular. No one important's kid, okay? Maggie doesn't have a kid with Merle. Anyway. Fuck it. RJ's just some random kid. No relation to anyone, really. He's just killed, okay? Very sad, though, because he's a kid. We lose Kelly. Damn. Magnus Group losing one. I still can't believe they didn't kill Luke. Like, why wouldn't you kill Luke there? Oh, no. Oh, Deanna. I don't like that. Poor Deanna. And I guess at this point, Beatrice should probably be the leader of the Oceanside. So currently, we've lost 2 leaders. And Tobin. I mean, that's the most devastating one of them all. Tobin. So yeah, we lost Kelly, Deanna. Where's Deanna? Can't find her. Oh, she's right there. We lost Deanna. And we lost Tobin. Okay, I'm skipping Lydia because I just think it's a bit ridiculous that that Alpha would kill her own daughter. And it kind of ruins like her whole motivation. So Yumiko. Yumiko. 2 members. Sherry! Oh no. We also lose Sherry. Where are you, Shezza? Shezza, I'm sorry. You've also been taken out. Eric is taken out as well. Oh no. Very random pike. These are some unique pikes, I'm not gonna lie. Sadiq. Oh, God. Sadiq as well. Where are you, Sadiqi? Okay, that's dumb. We're not doing Lydia. I love how Lydia's been picked twice now, though. Gavin? Oh, for fuck's sake. Marco, we'll say that is. Marco. Okay, so we've lost. We've got Gavin. Lost Gavin. We lost Marco as well. This is just brutal, guys. This is brutal. And then we'll add... Oh, Jocelyn, you're already dead. And we'll just add these guys to the list here. Yeah, and Lydia as well. Like you, Alpha. Yeah. Dog. She decapitated dog. What a sick freak. That's all of Oceanside gone. Rachel's also been taken out. Alpha went hard this time, guys. Alpha went hard. She was not taking any punches. She took out dog, for Christ's sake. How could she do such a thing? Dog. And she took out Rachel. Well, hang on a minute. Cindy already died. Cindy, when did you die again? Oh yeah, she died in like season 7, protecting her. No, season 8, just before her grandmother. Rodney. Okay, finally we've got another character from the original bloody lineup. Did I say 3 main characters? So we've got one. Yeah, we've got to do one more minor. So we lost Rodney. Where are you, Rodders? And Magna. Oh, damn. Magna's group has like almost been entirely wiped out. Only Luke and Connie survive. Okay, so now it's what I dread the most. The main characters. We're doing 3. Okay, Simon, fuck it. I'm fine with that. So Simon, who's been in prison this whole time, in placement of Negan. Maybe Simon got free from his little cell. And then just got caught by Alpha, and he's like, no, wait, please. I'm not even with them. Poor Simon was beheaded. Maybe we actually get to see that death as well, just so it's funny. Oh, we lose Crowley. No. He's been loyal all this time. And now we lose him. Fuck. I hate it. I actually hate it. And then who's the last one? I mean, the biggest one I think so far is Crowley. It can't be Anna. Can't be Anna. Okay. Can't be Anna. Can't be Sam. Can't be Anna. Oh, for Christ's sake. One more go. Okay, Lily. Yeah, that works. So I think the biggest one probably is Crowley still. I mean, Lily's a pretty big one too, because she's been around for a while. But fuck, that was one of the most devastating pikes I think we've ever had. I think we lost a lot of big characters there. And the makeup of our characters that we have at the currently is very odd. Sam, Anna, Judith, Maggie, Abraham, Sasha, and Dr. Jenna. And Rosita as well. I mean, like, yeah. Oh, no. Oh. Bro. Oh, I did that by mistake. It does mean we've lost some of the progress there. That's annoying. We had Willie, didn't we? Brother. Okay, we've lost the other... Oh, Christ, I can't find Willie. I can't find Willie! There he is. Right. Okay, so, a bit annoying, but it's okay. It's not a huge deal. It just means we've lost some of these characters. And obviously, Crowley was here as well. We lost a picture of poor Crowley. But it's okay. So, yeah, Chaos Roll. That was chaos, so we will say no. I don't care. We're just not doing it. Jules and Coco. To be honest, who does Coco belong to? I guess it could still be Rosita and Sadiq's kid, because Rosita probably would have been... Yeah, she would have been pregnant at this point anyway. And she's still alive anyway, so why not? Plus, Rosita somehow survived that purge, so she gets to be upgraded. And I think in terms of new leader of the kingdom, I mean, I guess it probably would have to be Henry now at this point. I guess Diane and Nabila would still be alive, although I've removed them from the little lineup just because they're not that significant anyway. So, who lets Negan out? I mean, this is not applicable. Who kills Brandon? I mean, I guess just Beta. Like, he just probably wanders over and then he just gets stabbed and killed. I can't think what else would happen really with him. Sadiq's death. So who is... I mean, this person would have also been kidnapped along with the 20 people who were killed by Alpha. And this person discovers... Oh, Jules. Okay. So this new character comes in literally just to get killed by the spy. Meaning Jules was pretty pointless overall, but there you go. And then who avenges Jules and kills Dante? Sam. Okay. Sam and Anna are both having like a little bit of an arc here. Okay, and then we've got to add Gamma. They're going back and forth. I've kind of lost track of their arc now. I'm not gonna lie. It is what it is. Laura's death. So who is gonna get slammed against the cell doors by Beta? And oh no, poor Willie. Willie, man, poor Willie. So Willie is gonna get slammed against the cell doors and killed by Beta. And then of course we go to the Battle of the Hilltop. Who's gonna get the Gamma death? So this person is gutted by Beta. Gutted by Beta. Dr. Denise Cloyd. That is pretty brutal. Especially because she's probably helping Jenna. Like, they've got... I'm just thinking, like, this whole time, right? Like, Abraham is, like, trying to protect the cure stuff as well. And I think Sam and Ada definitely are, like, the main character. But I think they're... You know, although they are kind of leaders in their own right, I think a lot of their story is more about their relationship and stuff. And so, I think... with Abraham, although he's kind of also taking like this leadership position, I think he's like protecting Dr. Jenner at all costs type deal. And I think through that as well, he's still probably with... well, I guess he could be with Sasha now. Yeah, fuck it. He's with Sasha. He left Rosita. So that goes to Denise. Earl's death. So who protects all the kids, but then gets bitten and has to slam their head on like a little piece of wood? That makes no sense, guys. So I'm gonna have to veto. I'm gonna have to veto. Oh, we're just losing all the doctors? Dr. Carson, damn. So Dr. Carson gets bitten, and then he has to slam his head on the... Bro, we lost all the doctors. The Whisperers have fucked us royally. Where the hell is he? I can't even find him. I guess Enid at this point would be a doctor as well. She would have been trained. Probably by Dr. Carson, actually, thinking about it. And maybe Sadiq too. But he's no more anymore, obviously. Anyway, extra Hilltop battle death, because why not? I mean, why not? Because we've fucking got no characters, but okay, sure. Lydia, nah. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no death. No death, then. No death. Which characters head off to the Commonwealth? So I like the idea of Lydia going to the Commonwealth, you know? I'm not going to lie. Where's Liz? I think at this point as well, Judith would become a main character at this point. As well as Lydia would become a main character. And we can get rid of Lydia there. And then what I'm going to say is that people that go to the Commonwealth, it's probably going to be Lydia. I think it's going to be Rom. And I think it's going to be Enid. I think these group kind of, they go together after the Battle of the Hilltop. And it's kind of like, it is like, we need to get Lydia away from the battle anyway, so why not? So they kind of do it just to kind of get her out. And then who's the one to kill Alpha? Because obviously, like, Lydia's what Alpha wants, right? To kill her and all that, so they get her out of the battle on a new mission. We'll deal with your mother. We will kill her, by the way. And she's like, oh, that's alright. So Sam is the one. Sam infiltrates the Whisperers. Maybe he pretends like he's some weak little sniveling pussy, and he's like, oh my god, please, I'm here to help. I'm the penguin. Anyway, and then he slits Alpha's throat. Maybe he bangs Alpha as well, right? You know, he's like tan. He's like, yo, listen, babe, I try. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, we'll say that Herschel. Fuck it. Should we say that Herschel is Maggie and Merle's kid? I know I've gone Herschel Dixon. Yeah, why not? Why not? I know I've gone back and forth on that, but whatever. That actually is a thing. And then an extra final death. So this person sacrifices themselves to destroy the Whisperer herd, okay? Sasha. Oh, poor Abraham is going to be distraught. But she was like, she believed in the mission just as much as him. He convinced her that the mission was so important. And so in the end, she sacrifices herself. She does. She sacrifices herself to defeat the Whisperer herd. And then who also is a casualty of the Whisperer herd, taken out in the midst of it? The Beatrice death, a.k.a. Gamma, that works. Poor Gamma, taken out in the finale there. And then who is the character who kills Beta? Who kills Beta Boy? Just sorting this out a little bit. Abraham v Beta. I think that would be fucking awesome. That would be an awesome fight. Now, who's banging Rosita? I'm gonna go with. Guys, I think it's Dr. Jenner. I think Dr. Jenner was doing some little experiments off the side, and he met Rosita and was banging. Or we could say Anna. Like Sam and Anna having like a little relationship thing. Sam banged Alpha, and Anna was like, well, yeah, you may have banged that bald-headed one, but I was banging Leah. Who's Leah? You remember when I was looking for who got blown up? Who got blown up on the bridge again? I forgot who blew up themselves on the bridge. It was Patricia. Yeah, remember I was looking for Patricia's body when I met this little woman, and we banged. And so Sam and Anna are having a relationship crisis for the finale. You know, very very Friends-esque. Yeah, sure. Add a random character to. Yeah, why not? We're not doing any chaos rolls. For a second, I thought it was Lee from. No, it's Crazy Dog. It's Crazy Dog Lee. It's Lee, aka Crazy Dog. Oh, that's cool. And do you know what? Him being a part of like Meridian, and again, I guess in this universe, Meridian. We'll just say that Annie's a part of Meridian as well, just to make it easier. So we got Crazy Dog, and we got Annie. That's actually kind of cool, because Crazy Dog is like probably one of the best shots in the Walking Dead universe. So I like him being added. Okay, we got the Gage death though. So Hugh panics. We're going on a mission to save Meridian, which I guess in this universe, Meridian would have just been another community that our communities were allied with, and not something that Maggie went off to go be a part of. Olivia. Okay, so Olivia panics, and she gets caught in the little train cart And so she ends up being the gauge death, forced to stab herself multiple times. As Maggie, I guess it would be Maggie. Maggie's like, sorry, I can't help you. Or maybe Abraham says, sorry, I can't help you. You know, Abraham's desperately here looking for, maybe there's like, maybe Meridian had like the samples. Maybe that's what it's about. It's like some sort of sample that they had, and before they were attacked, there would have been the perfect thing for Dr. Jenner to cure the virus. That's what we're saying, okay? And they need food as well, because they're like dying here. So this is the coal death. Aiden? Aiden. Okay, so that is Aiden, not Alden. So Aiden has his throat slit. Damn. The last of the Monroes. Taken out. Has his throat slit in the middle of the forest after having his hand chopped off. And then we have the Duncan death. This person is shish kebabbed by the Reapers. Again, we want to prove that the Reapers are some crazy shit, okay? They're just taking people out left, right, center. They take out the tiger. The Reapers fucking shish kebab the Shiva the tiger. And eventually Shiva bleeds out and dies. That is to prove that the Reapers are not to be messed with, okay? They take out the tiger. And then the Agatha death. This person, I'm going to say, gets very injured and then overpowered by walkers, because Agatha's death is so dumb. But it goes to Jared. Oh, no. You know, they grab his long hair. They rip his head back and they devour poor Jared. He reformed for us and everything. Guys, we lost Jared. And then finally, the Frost death. So who gets kidnapped by the Reapers and then interrogated and then eventually also killed? Elijah. Oh, damn. Which actually, you know, kind of makes sense, because he'd also be from Meridian. So Elijah, Annie, and Crazy Dog would be our 3 people from Meridian here. So having one of them be the Meridian guy makes sense. But, you know, losing Aiden, like a season 5 character like that, and also losing Olivia, like big deaths one after the other. Yeah, it shows that the final season, we're not fucking about, okay? And who will take out Pope? So we'll add Leah there. She might get to do it. She doesn't get to do it. It goes to Henry. Okay. Not Dr. Jenner, who was the one banging her. Henry. So Henry takes... Oh, no, well, to be fair, Dr. Jenner wasn't banging Pope. He was just banging Leah. But he takes... Henry somehow sneaks in and takes out Pope. Probably then Leah gets mad and fires the her Watcher at everyone. And then who takes out Brandon Carver? Dr. Jenner. Okay, that works. And then who, unfortunately, was left... Now, this can't be Henry or Dr. Jenner, obviously. But who was left behind at the church because they were injured? And then we come back to find them, they're dead. Now, Lydia and Ron and Enid are obviously at the Commonwealth, so it can't be them. So there's only a few options of who it can be, really, thinking about it. And that is one person it could be. Rosita. Yep. So Rosita was injured badly, left at the church. And then poor Abraham, of course, comes back to find that Rosita is dead. So not only did he lose Sasha, you know, the woman that he chose to be with instead of Rosita, he comes back to also find that Rosita has died too because of his mission. And poor Abraham, man, he's going to be distraught. He's going to be like, I'll have to look after Coco now. Yeah, wow. So we just need to add Princess Mercer and Max, really, because we've already got Annie. We said she's a Meridian gal. So that's done. So who we need the Marco death? So someone is shot and killed by Leah, whilst Leah is hired by Lance. And it's going to Alden. Okay, wow. So we're losing Alden. Shot and killed by Leah. He's getting the Marco death. And then who is the character who then takes out Leah? I'm hoping it's Dr. Jenner. But it could be someone else. No, Anna could work as well, yeah. Oh no, I said that there wasn't Dr. Jenner. I said it was Anna, didn't I? I fucking changed it. Sorry, yeah. Anna was banging because we had the relationship drama. I've already forgot that plot line that I changed, okay? My memory is short. Yeah, so Anna was banging Leah, And obviously Sam banged Alpha, and they were having a thing. But then, yeah, I'm gonna say that Leah was killing Sam, and then Anna obviously came to the rescue, killed Leah, and was like, Sam, I just want to be with you and only you forever and ever and ever. We have a child together, okay? I'll forgive you for your affair. You'll forgive me for my affair. We both killed the people we had our affairs with, so it's a full circle moment, right? And they recover as a couple. Well, or do they? Who knows? So Pope. And yeah, they're dead. Okay, so who kills Sebastian? And that's when they find the Commonwealth, and they're like, "Fuck, Jenna has made a cure." Sam kills Sebastian. Yeah. Anyone who fucks around with his woman. Sam said something horrible at Anna, so Sam pushed a zombie onto Sebastian. Took him out, and then who kills Lance? Obviously, after the group then get rounded up, put into bloody concentration camps because The Walking Dead really liked the ham-fisted storytelling there in season 11. And so Henry actually takes out Lance, which I like. That works. I like how the kids are taking over a little bit. And then who's losing an arm? Getting the Lydia effect, getting Lydia-fied. Oh, it's Henry as well. Damn, okay. Maybe he's protecting Lydia. Yeah, I guess Henry and Lydia can be a couple at this point. So you got Enid and Ron, and you've got Henry and Lydia. Yeah, I guess Enid and Ron would be in their 20s though, to be fair. And then who gets shot in the finale, the big final? I mean, let's be honest. It's got to go to Judith. Has to be, because she's done fuck all anyway. And then with your final chaos roll. We'll do one more, why not? So 10. Oh, we'll do 5 and 9, so 14. So 1, 4. Someone gets bit and loses an... Well, we've already had that. We literally just had that, guys. 12. 1, 2. Turns out the most recent death was... No, we're not doing fake outs. Not at this point. 18. No, it's 20... Wait. Well, I'm doing the wrong thing. Well, I'm saying that's 26. I don't care. 26. Well, technically it's... Oh, fuck me. What am I doing? I'm doing the wrong bloody thing. 6... I need 2 6-sided dice, isn't it? 61. That's better. 61. This season, any villains who would perform as... Let's say... No, we're not doing that. 1, 1. 11. No, we're not doing that. 21. A major group member goes crazy and kills someone minor. 60. Okay, fuck it. We're not doing a chaos roll. They're all turning out bad for the finale. Yeah. Do you know what instead I'm going to do? Are you ready? How many characters have we got? We got 13 plus 10, right? Because we've got 2 extras there. So 13 plus 10, that's 23. So listen. What we'll do is I want to roll 23 sides. Yeah, okay. I've got a way to do this. Okay, we're gonna do something different. This is how we're gonna just determine who dies in the finale. Are you ready? So we've got 23 characters in total, right? Not counting any repeats. So I'll get rid of Anna. And I'll get rid of Sam. 1 Sam, 1 Anna. So 10 plus 13, so 23. So 23. Are you ready for this? First off, what we're going to do... Roll me a dice. Automatically adds a number to a roll. Okay, fuck me. What was I doing? I don't even remember what I was going to do. Listen. I was going to try and work out a number, but we'll do 10. We'll kill off half the characters. So, 17 dies first. So, 1, 2, 3, 4... Well, that's 10, isn't it? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Mercer. So, fighting the Commonwealth troopers, Mercer doesn't make it, okay, in the finale. So, we lose Mercer. Next up, and I'm going to shuffle like this. Are you ready? 13. So 1, 2, 3. We lose Coco. Coco as well. It does not make it. Probably also devoured by walkers after Abraham tries to save him. Okay, fuck it. We're just gonna roll. Tell you what, I don't like this already. We'll keep those deaths, but we're having only 2 more deaths. That's what we'll do. We're having 2 more deaths. So let's have a look. We lost Coco. We lost Mercer. Mercer fights like the rebel Commonwealth troopers, and Crazy Dog doesn't make it either. Crazy Dog dies, fighting the herd. And then finally, Sam fights. Sam goes down as well. So Sam, does something like he takes the walker herd or whatever it may be. He blows himself up. Yeah, he blows up the estates. Someone has to be there to pull the trigger. And Judith's like, no, Dad, please no. And Anna's like, come on, Sam, you can't do this. And Abraham's like, come on, man, no. Jenna's got the cure. Like, Jenna's curing the virus, man. And then Sam's like, you know what, guys? The next generation, etc., boom, and blows himself up. Okay, that's what's happening. That's what's going down. Sam self-sacrifices himself in the end. And, blows himself up, okay? And what are we doing with Pam's Milts? Well, I guess we'll just roll... listen, if it's odd, she's dead. Okay, it's even. Okay, so she in jail. Pam Milts in jail. I got rid of the coin, so I can't be asked. And who's the governor of the Commonwealth? Good one. Maggie? Okay, that works. So Maggie is the governor of the Commonwealth. Cool. So, just to reiterate, I think Maggie, governor of the Commonwealth, but Abraham successfully completed his mission with finding the cure. Obviously, he lost Rosita and Eugene and all that. But Jenna, in the end, created a cure for the zombie virus. So no one's turning into zombies no more when they die, okay? And if you get the bite, you can cure that shit too. So that's what happens. I think Anna probably returns to Alexandria to rule that, along with Judith by her side. Ron and Enid, I imagine they kind of go on their little adventure on their own, as well as like Henry and Lydia. Earl and Tammy Rose, they live happily ever after and raise little Adam. Oh my god, that's perfect. I forgot that both of those guys were alive. So yeah, Earl and Tammy Rose, they raise little Adam. That's actually such a happy ending. I'm glad those two survived. Addie's alive as well, R.I.P. Keely Mack. And of course we got Connie doing her own thing, probably her journalism. Luke's there too, maybe to help her. Alex somehow survived. Little Herschel Dixon is also alive. I guess again he'll probably be by Maggie's side in the Commonwealth, and maybe he'll become the new Sebastian. Annie is chilling too. She's alive, as well as Pamela Milton, who's in a jail cell. Oh, and Max and Princess as well, who are just living in the Commonwealth themselves. So there we go. Very good. One over the 2-hour mark, but only by 2 minutes. I kind of trying to aim for like an hour 45. That would be ideal. Maybe an hour and a half. But that's all right. These things happen. Now next week we are doing Nick Clark. Wait, this was on the Nick Clark video. On the Nick Clark video, switch Alexandria with the Atlanta group. So basically, what we'll do is we'll decide the main character with a role. But instead, or actually we'll just do it as it goes along. Like we'll just have the main characters, and then whoever I feels like the protagonist. Because I don't want it to be down to one role. I think I want it to be down to a couple roles. So what we'll do is we'll just swap all the Atlanta camp people with the Alexandria, and so when we get to Alexandria, the Alexandrian people will be in the Atlanta camp, and the Atlanta camp people will be in Alexandria. If that makes sense. It does make sense. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing next week, which I actually think that's pretty a fun idea to make things a bit different, spice things up. It might not be exactly 7 days from now. It might be a bit longer. I'm going to try my best to get these at the very least every 2 weeks, but whatever. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. We've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 6 bloody rewrites to go, so it's not like this series is going anywhere anytime soon. But that's it for now. And sorry that I've had a few technical errors, like with the thing, we lost some of the characters off the tier because I refreshed the bloody page by accident. But these things happen. Anyway, bye.